Good morning. Last night I did an epic night dive, which is just a really cool thing to be able to do in scuba diving where we all have our big dive lights and that's illuminating everything. And what's really fascinating when you're down there is early on when you're first starting to dive and the sun has just set, you're shining your light around the reef and everything. You just kind of see the reef, and eventually all of a sudden you'll start to see these little gold specks. And when you see them, you'll typically see two of them, and then like two of them kind of really close together. And you keep going along, and eventually you can like shine, and you'll just see a bunch of these gold specks. And what's really neat is that as you get closer, you swim in closer, and you're looking, you end up realizing that what it is it's your dive light catching the eyes of little shrimp or tiny little lobsters that come out at night. You wouldn't see them at all during the day. And I started thinking about how fascinating it is to go, and it's almost these like little nuggets of gold that you're seeing. And if you don't take the time to actually get close to it and actually engage with it, you don't actually get to see the life that's emerging from where these things are. And I started thinking that a lot of times in our lives, we can have these tiny little glimpses, these little nuggets of gold that we see from afar, and maybe we realize like, wow, this is a really neat thing that just happened in my life. This is a neat little blessing. And we can be like, okay, thanks God. If we even take time to thank God about it. But I think we need to do when we have little God moments is to God winks or God incidences, however people say it. When we have a moment where we become aware of the fact that God is showing us something, it can become easy to say, thanks God, and move on, rather than saying, what is God trying to show me here? Rather than saying, you know what, I'm going to actually pause for a moment and talk to God about this. God, what are you trying to show me? God, how is it that you're loving me right now? How is it that you're showing me that you're with me? If all I do when I'm shining that light is I see the little glimpse of that gold and then it's go on, and I don't engage it, I'm not going to see that life, right? The thing is, that life, when I'm scuba diving, it stays outside of me, right? But when God gives us something beautiful and we see that glimmer, we need to pause, go deep, spend time with it, because the beautiful thing is that life, it's not something outside of us, it's life that God has given us that emerges from within. So I want you to encounter your shrimp, encounter your little lobsters today, and by that I mean go deep into the blessings that God is giving you today and allow Him to just truly enlighten you and to just truly give you His life along the way. God bless you.